Child labor will go down as one of the worst effects of the Industrial Revolution. Child labor was in fact new because power-driven machines led to factories appearing all over. Children were hired because they were small and weren't expected to be paid as much as adults. They were faster and could fit in extremely small spaces as well. Child labor was one of the first times children began to work outside of family farms, which meant it was the first time they were independently making money. Children would wake up at 4 or 4:30 to get to the factory by 5 a.m. Due to lack of sleep and lack of breaks during the day, the overseers would often have to whip the children just to keep them awake and working. The children would work up to 19 hours a day for little to no pay, and if they did get pay, it would be 10% of what an adult would make. Not only were the kids put under enormous amounts of work for no pay, they were also put in very dangerous conditions. Many accidents led to serious injury or even death.
The children were also subjected to beatings every day. Because of the extensive abuse, many laws were passed that regulated child labor due to the National Child Labor Committee. The opponents of child labor searched for a constitutional amendment to be authorized, then was eventually passed in 1924. The National Industry Recovery Act served to reduce child labor, and the Fair Labor Acts in 1938 set fair wages and a maximum hour standard and also placed limitations to child labor. Child labor died down even more due to the improvements in machinery and jobs required higher educational levels. Due to the need for education, Congress amended the child labor law in 1949. Education was soon recognized as a necessity, given that in the 1800s only 12% of men and women were literate. Educational reformers then set a minimum amount that children had to attend primary school. In conclusion, child labor played an enormous part of the Industrial Revolution and changed the way people thought about jobs and education.